I am William II of England, though most call me William Rufus or William the Red, a moniker earned either for my ruddy complexion or my fiery temper, perhaps both. My tale begins in 1087, the year my father, the great William the Conqueror, breathed his last. Upon his death, England became my inheritance, while my elder brother, Robert, claimed Normandy, and my younger brother, Henry, received wealth but no lands. Thus, the seeds of rivalry were sown, for kingship breeds envy, and bloodlines do not ensure loyalty. When I ascended the throne, England was a fractured realm, scarred by my father's conquest and simmering with rebellion. The barons, ever hungry for power, tested my mettle. In 1088, barely a year into my reign, my own uncle, Bishop Odo of Bayeux, led a rebellion to place Robert on the throne of England. They underestimated my resolve. I promised the disloyal barons lands, wealth, and clemency, ensuring their support, and crushed the rebellion with the swiftness of a hawk descending upon its prey. From that day forth, I learned a critical lesson: gold binds men more tightly than honor. But my reign was not solely a tale of battles and betrayals. I saw to it that my father's legacy endured. The fortresses he built to secure his conquest were strengthened, and the rule of law, harsh but necessary, was enforced. The church, however, was a thorn in my side. When Archbishop Lanfranc, my father's ally and mentor, passed away, I delayed appointing a successor. This allowed me to seize church revenues, filling my coffers to fund my wars and indulgences. Many accused me of sacrilege, but I saw myself as a king first and a servant of God second. In 1093, a grave illness struck me, and for a brief moment, I thought my soul might meet its maker. In my desperation, I appointed Anselm of Bec as Archbishop of Canterbury, a pious man whom I hoped would intercede for my salvation. Yet, as I recovered, I realized Anselm's devotion to Rome threatened my authority. Our clashes became legendary. He sought to reform the church, I sought to ensure its loyalty to my crown. I banished him in 1097, but the struggle left my relationship with the clergy forever strained. My ambitions were not confined to England alone. Normandy, though ruled by Robert, beckoned. My brother's ineptitude and constant need for funds gave me the opportunity to tighten my grip on his duchy. In 1091, I crossed the Channel and forced him into submission, securing a treaty that allowed me to share control. I also turned my eyes northward to Scotland and westward to Wales, asserting my dominance through military campaigns that left my enemies trembling. Yet, my court was a peculiar one, filled with flamboyant courtiers and knights whose loyalty was often fleeting. They whispered of my extravagance, my refusal to marry, and my seeming disdain for tradition. Some called me a sinner, others a tyrant, but few could deny my charisma and my ability to command respect, even from those who despised me. My story, however, ends abruptly. On the 2nd day of August in the year 1100, while hunting in the New Forest, a place my father had claimed for royal sport at the expense of the common folk, an arrow struck me in the chest. Walter Tyrrell, one of my companions, was blamed, though whether by accident or design, no one can say. My body was left unceremoniously on the forest floor, for even in death, I inspired more fear than reverence. Thus, my reign came to an end, shrouded in mystery and controversy. They say my brother Henry seized the throne before my corpse had cooled, and perhaps he did. Such is the nature of power, relentless, opportunistic, and often cruel. As I look back, I see a reign marked by ambition, defiance, and an unyielding will to rule. I may not have been loved, but I was undeniably a king.